Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your love reading for the week of July 24th. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm going to do a Celtic cross and see what's coming in. It's a very comprehensive spread. We'll take a look at what's happening in your environment, what you can expect, what energies have receded from your life. So stick with me till the end. You're going to like this one, Scorpio. I just have a feeling. Hope everyone's doing well. If the video resonates, please do hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's open up by seeing what is the overall energy that you can expect in your love energies for the week of July 24th. This is a general reading. You can watch it for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. And of course, please, use your own intuition and use your own discernment in applying the messages to your own specific situation. Okay, so here we go. What's the overall energy? What's the overall energy around Scorpio when it comes to love for the week of July 24, 2023? Okay, the first card out is the Five of Swords. Big changes, Big changes coming into your love life, Scorpio. I feel like there is a lot that needs to be figured out. There's a lot that needs to be purged, needs to be taken stock of is what I'm hearing spirits say. And I think it's very interesting because this card has like this it's got the planet Saturn on it. So I don't know if you're into astrology or where your Saturn placement is, but that might be very important for you for the week of July 24th, 2023. And it's interesting that, you see two people on this card. So you've got like one person holding two swords and the other person is holding three. And the one with the three swords is kind of looking out to the other one. So I think this is more like if you are in a committed relationship, you feel that maybe one person is pulling more weight in the connection than the other person. And that could be a bit of a reason for why maybe you're not feeling as fulfilled. And I have a feeling, Scorpio, that typically Scorpios tend to be the person with the three swords. So take it as it resonates. But let's build. What is the energy that's receding from your love life? So what we call the recent past. What's the energy that's receding from your love life? What's receding is a 10 of Pentacles. Okay, some of you might actually, and this doesn't surprise me because, Venus retrogrades on July 22nd. So by the time we get into July 24th energies, we will be in the swing of Venus retrograde. So I feel, which is like really a time of reevaluation, reconsider, like really take a step back and think about whether the relationships, partnerships, people, places, things that you've been part of, does that really work for you, Scorpio, or not? So I think that a lot of you might decide or have recently decided to step away either from a connection or a marriage, a partnership, something that, took some time to build. But this is a good thing, Scorpio. I mean, this was kind of destined to be, because what's happening in your energy is that you're opening up to what is of the highest, greatest potential for your love life. And this relationship wasn't. So I think that's why you needed to kind of step out of this and walk away from this. And I think a lot of you have done that. So you know what, kudos. It's not easy to walk away from something that took a while to build. What's coming in for Scorpio? Let's take a look at what's coming in. What's coming in? The Page of Pentacles. So news, the start of something new, the start of something exciting. So I like this. So walking away from, the tried and tested is what I'm hearing. Walking away from maybe a certain type of person that you always tend to fall for, or a certain type of relationship or connection that you've always found yourself in, and moving to something that is actually different, that stirs your soul, that opens up a brand new possibility. And, you see a lot of growth and abundance on this card. So I have a feeling that that you really want to go into more fertile sort of territory is what I'm hearing. Like you want to invest in places that can invest back in you. You could be, I'm also hearing a very specific message that you could be moving away from a long-standing relationship to like wanting to be with somebody who's younger or very youthful in their approach. Okay. Let's look at what are your strengths in this week, the week of July 24th. What are your strengths? Ooh, the King of Pentacles is your strength. So, King of Pentacles, thinking about the long term, thinking about investing, and I think this is very much linked, right? Because you see the Suit of Pentacles showing up pretty strong. And the Page of Pentacles is coming in, and your strengths are the King of Pentacles. So I have a feeling that something that might start small, kind of like this Page of Pentacles, but it can grow. It has the potential to grow into something long term, to grow into something big. So I'm getting the storyline that some of you have moved away from a connection that you've been part of, or a way of dating, or a way of a type of partnerships that you tend to find yourself in, and moving to something which really serves you in the long term. And you're hearing some news, or you're hearing from someone who fits that bill now, who fits that youthful, exciting energy, that kind of a, like they fit the bill. That's amazing. Okay. What is in Scorpio's environment this week? Let's see. What is the energy in your environment? The energy in your environment. Eight of Pentacles. You're pulling all these pentacles. Very tactile energy that, is not up in the air, not fluffy. This is not so much about like what resides in the soul. This is more about something concrete, building structure. And I have a feeling that some of you watching this will resonate with that, and you will be like, yeah, I'm done with the whole, like just saying all the right things. Like now you want to attract people, and you are attracting people into your love life who are going to walk the talk, where actions are always more important than words, right, Scorpio? And I think you are kind of using that now as an evaluation criteria almost for the people who want to come in and, get a piece of your love and energy and all of that. You're like, well, if you have to be ready to put in the work, because I'm ready to put in the work. So I think you're in a very determined, nice energy where you're like, this is what I want, I'm going to go for it. What are your hopes and fears this week? What are your hopes and fears this week? Queen of Swords, articulating those expectations, not mincing your words and saying it like it is. I love this for you, Scorpio. This is what I've been kind of picking up, because you're showing me a lot of pentacles, you're showing me a lot of determined, grounded, nice energy. And then the Queen of Swords is your hopes and fears. You want to be truthful, you want to be honest, you want to attract honest people, you want to attract a partnership where you walk the talk, where you say it like it is. The Queen of Swords, is like, I know she's often like known as slightly cold or detached kind of energy, but not necessarily. Like for me, the Queen of Swords is more like she's seen a lot in life, which is, I think, a Scorpio's journey in love is always, how do I say it in a way that it doesn't sound so like, but it is tumultuous. Let's just put it like that. It's huge highs, huge lows. This is not a sign, Scorpio is not a sign that does well with the in-between. So it's either here or it's here. It's either here or it's here. Now, somebody who's been like that in love, right? I think you're very, very conscious of who the next person is going to be. And I think I'm connecting with a lot of single Scorpios who are watching this, or people who are kind of dating, but not in a significant partnership right now, because you really want to invest only where it's worth it, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So then let's look at your outcome. So I like to pull two cards for the outcome, one for the potential outcome. Oh, your cards are falling out. I did see the Magician. Some of you have manifested this. So I was saying I like to pull out two cards for outcome, one for potential and one for likely, because that hopefully leaves you feeling empowered that, if you don't like the likely outcome, but that the potential is so positive, you can see how you can navigate the energies and how you can change some of your own actions so that the likely outcome is a lot more aligned with how you want it to be. So let's first look at what is the potential outcome. What is the potential outcome in love for the week of July 2023? Almost at 2024. Oh my God, Scorpio, you have pulled the 10 of Cups, which is only, the happiest ever card in the tarot. That each suit goes from an ace to a 10, and 10 marks completion or mastery or maturity of the suit. So you're acing it, Scorpio, this week. Like the potential for your love life is to basically have it all, the happy family, the happy job, the happy partnership, like being very emotionally mature, like your Scorpionic self, being that King of Cups. Scorpio is represented by the King of Cups in the minor arcana. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. And I see like, the sun is kind of shining through on this card. So I think out of the darkness comes a moment of light, illumination. Like you finally see it for what it is. This is looking great. And there is somebody else with you on that boat. So I do see very strong potential for partnership. If you're dating, I would say this is the week to, kind of put yourself out there, mingle. Obviously, some people will say that Venus retrograde is not the bestest time to get into a serious commitment. I would tend to agree, but I think it's a good time to put yourself out there, because when you, I know it's going to sound a bit like, whoa, like trial and error, but it's kind of like that, because retrogrades are all about reevaluation and taking a step back and seeing what works for you, what doesn't. And for some people, might not apply to everyone, but for some people, meeting different kinds of people gives them like more data or more signal that, okay, this works for me, this doesn't feel aligned to my path, this feels aligned. So, you get the drill. Scorpio, take it as it resonates. All right. So then what is the likely outcome? So your potential is basically, the epitome of all kinds of happiness, all kinds of love, family love, companions, like friends, partners, like everything. 10 of Cups is like feeling super happy, like living life as if, wow, this is amazing. You're living in a dream. That's what 10 of Cups energy is like. So that's your potential next week, the week of July 24th. What's the likely outcome? Scorpio. Let's pray it's aligned to the 10 of Cups. I'm a Scorpio sun myself, so praying for myself here as well. All right, let's see. Likely outcome. All right, I like it. I will take it. The Queen of Pentacles. Boom, 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 boom. You already had the King of Pentacles in your spread, and now you have the Queen of Pentacles. Are we manifesting a divine counterpart? I like this. I will take it. I'll tell you why. The Queen of Pentacles is the most resourceful queen in the tarot. She works with whatever comes her way. Like she's very good with constraints. So since the potential is the 10 of Cups, I feel this is such a determined and deliberate kind of week for you, Scorpio, where I think, let's say if you are already with someone, or it's early days, I think this is a week where, you will really start to build some structure and start to build some like ground rules, I'm hearing, for the relationship. And maybe like, if you haven't been exclusive, this is the week where you decide to not date other people and like get exclusive, all of that. If you're completely single, I think this is the week where you might be going out on dates and maybe not everybody is kind of hitting that Scorpionic standard, but then you might decide to be very resourceful about how and where you meet these people. So some of you might be on dating apps, but then you realize that actually the apps are not throwing up the kind of people that you want. So you become more resourceful and you think about, okay, let me ask my friends who could introduce me to someone, or let me go to some networking events, or let me go to some professional events where, depending on what you're looking for, where that person could be, right? Because essentially it's like you're identifying your target audience and then thinking about where are they, where do they hang out, like what social events do they go to, and you want to then situate yourself in those things. So some of you are taking a very practical and resourceful approach. The likely outcome for some of you, I have a feeling that if somebody might ask you to partner up with them and say, hey, I really like you and I want us to be exclusive. I'm also like hearing that. So I think because moving from a place of like dating and talking to like elevating your commitment to the next level, that's definitely possible for some of you. So excited for you, Scorpio. This is looking really, really good. Okay, I am gonna get you some advice though. Okay, let's see. This is looking really good. Honestly, I don't think you have anything to worry about. It was interesting that we opened up the spread with the 5 of Swords. So the rest of the cards explain the 5 of Swords at the center of your spread, because you are at a bit of an inflection point. You're at a bit of a crossroads. 5s always mark crossroads, right? Because it's halfway through the suit. So now your next steps, your actions really determine which way things are going to go for you. So I think you have already been reflecting on your love life, but I think next week, rather than just thinking through it, you are ready to act, is what I'm hearing. And that's when, like this articulation, this communication with the Queen of Swords starts to show up. This Queen and King of Pentacles is a real possibility. In your hopes and fears, you have the 8 of Pentacles. You really wanted people who put in the work, and you are going to put in the work as well. So this is looking really good to me. So let's just look at advice. What is your advice for Scorpio? 3 cards, please. What is your advice for Scorpio? 5 of Wands, you're getting some 5s, Chariot, and you have Justice. I love this because, of course, Justice is ruled by Libra, and we were just talking about Libra. Venus retrograde, of course, Libra is ruled by Venus, so it's all connecting. So what is Spirit asking you to do? Spirit is asking you to... Actually, Spirit is kind of just saying that, all this 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands kind of energy where you've been like tossing and turning, thinking about what is it that you want to do. I think you're going to be victorious over all of that. You're going to emerge stronger than the tossing and turning, than the conflict in your head. And there's like somebody charging towards you is also what I see. And I think what you've attracted, what you've manifested into your love life now, Scorpio, is a very balanced connection. Is this Lady Justice is here for you. So you could be manifesting a Cancerian or a Libra. I don't know, take it as it resonates. I don't like to overly get fixated on the signs because, it really doesn't have to be that person's sun sign. And you could be watching not for your sun sign, for some other placement. Like Venus is a really good placement to watch. You should watch, where your Venus placement is. You should watch that sign for like your love and romantic life. You should watch your moon placement for your emotional sort of perspective on things, and how things are going to impact your emotions. So yeah, sorry, that's just a little bit of how at least I navigate through the placements in my birth chart. But look, I think you're going to be victorious over this sense of conflict, this sense of like, should I not? They're telling you to just charge right ahead, and you will know where to charge right ahead because you have the Queen of Swords. So you have been really articulate, really clear with your own self and with people around you on what is it that you're looking for. And I think that is what you're going to manifest into reality, Capricorn. No, I almost called you Capricorn. Scorpio, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, right? Justice is emerging for you. This is amazing. I love this for you, Scorpio. Let me know in the comment section how this video resonated, and please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.